There is such a thing as too much self-promotion. I'm Bruce Rule. I'm a writer and editor, and I help my clients basically improve their communication through writing, through social media, through reports, speeches. And I also help teach public speaking to clients, and I do workshops on public speaking, and basically anything that helps my clients communicate their message clearer, I help with. Last year, I also published a book called Heartfelt Goodbye, How to Write and Deliver the Eulogy Your Loved One Deserves. And I was at a writer's conference this weekend, and one of the presenters failed miserably at self-promotion. And I want to tell you why. Because she had an hour talk on a particular topic about writing. And she spent between 15 and 20 minutes of that hour doing nothing but self-promoting to begin with. She talked about the books she's published. She talked about the classes she's taught. She talked about her business model. Nothing to do with the topic that she was supposed to be speaking on. Worse, she didn't even finish the topic she was supposed to be speaking on before the moderator did the whole, hey, we got to wrap it up, your hour's over. So she started flipping through the slides real quick to show us what she was going to talk about if she had gotten around to it. But she didn't get to it because she was too busy self-promoting. And I thought to myself, I wasn't the only person in the audience that was sort of looking around going, oh, when's the next presenter coming up? I was checking my notes on the previous presentations. I was thinking about which presentation was coming next. I was doing everything but paying attention after the first 10 minutes because, quite frankly, this woman had turned me off by only talking about self-promotion. Now, to be fair, you go to these writers' conferences to present because you do want to do some self-promotion, and that's perfectly fine. It's legitimate, but there are ways to do it. If you have an hour talk, you don't spend 20 minutes doing nothing but promoting your own books. I mean, that doesn't work, Now, I've seen presenters do very smart things to promote their stuff. One is, you can work your books into your presentation. So if she wants to talk about how to write a particular scene, for instance, and she shows you a couple scenes from various books, one of those books could be her own book, and this is how I handled it, Or she wants to talk about certain classes. She can say, this is how you do this. I go into this more in my class. If you're interested in going into more detail on this, here's a chance you can do that in the class that I teach. You could also put your book in the background like I do with my videos, and you see that all the time with videos of people trying to sell their books. The point is, though, if you spend too much time up front talking about nothing but self-promotion, you've lost your audience. Nobody's going to be paying attention to you, especially if you run out of time. When you get into the heart of the matter, people are going to walk out very disappointed. I got a survey at the end of the conference asking what I thought of each presenter. And I suspect that everybody who listened to that presentation wrote, this did not work. This was not a good presentation. And it's a shame because I think she probably had some good information. She just was too busy self-promoting herself. In fact, I go even further. I've talked about various things that you can do. What I like to do is I like to have the moderator promote me before I even get on stage. In other words, a lot of times the moderator or the person that's going to announce who the presenter, who's going to do the presentation, will get up and say, coming up next is so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. Welcome, so-and-so. I always give them information about how to contact me, what I've done, my book. I always have them mention the book. Before I even get on stage, they do as part of the introduction. So I'm not self-promoting when I get on the stage. I'm there to teach. I'm there to show what I learned. I'm there to help people. I'm there for the audience. The promotion's already gone on because the moderator did it for me. See what I'm saying? be careful when you're doing self-promotion. It's important you do it. You got to get your name out there. But do it smartly. Otherwise, you're going to turn the audience off, and you're not going to get the conversions that you think you're going to get. Do you have any other ideas on how to do promotion without really turning off an audience? I'd really appreciate it if you could comment down below. But as I said, my best strategy is I always have the moderator or the person who's introducing me do the promotion for me, and then I don't do it during my talk. But maybe you've got a different way of doing it. Please let me know. Comment down below. Please share this because I think it's important for all people to understand. Self-promotion is good, but only in tiny doses and if it's done right. And like and subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate that. And until next week, take care.